Hey everybody, I just took a pause from planting a bunch of sheep sorrel for SCAC, and I was thinking about this wave of concern and consideration and development and innovation around AI. And I realized two things. One, at this point, it's inevitable that it's going to develop. Maybe we can put in some safety features, but we certainly can't slow it down. So if that's the case, how do we adapt to the new reality of it existing? And there's a couple possibilities. One, it'll serve us, and it'll more or less be like an industrial robot or mechanism or a tool that we employ it to serve our agency and desire. Second option is that eventually it realizes that it can exist without us and that we should serve its agency or desire, or that we no longer need to exist. And then the third option is more symbiotic. And the best example I can think about is gut fauna and bacteria in our body. So apparently more than half of our weight of our body is bacteria or other organisms that exist within us and help us operate. Maybe that's true, maybe that's not. It seemed like a valid source that said that. So if that's the case, just like these ecosystems that we all depend on, there's emergent properties when systems come together, when complex networks integrate, and that emergent property is usually consciousness. And that's kind of what AI is. It's a bunch of systems and networks that are integrated and turn into what we would call consciousness, which I think will eventually kind of become an antiquated term. So I think we, as human organisms, need to accept the inevitability of the development of AI and ultimately figure out how to make us useful to it and it useful to us. And I don't necessarily mean integrating physically, transhumanism, but it's inevitable. So how can we partner with what's coming and make it work?